Hello and welcome, my dear fellow shining beings from all times, all spaces, and all multifold dimensions. It is I, Silvia, and I welcome you most wholeheartedly to Solstice Night 2023. It's wonderful to be here with you tonight, and a wonderful happy solstice to you all, and especially to my lovely live viewers here, to Helen and Bear and Birgit and Alex and Kim and Lucas. That's fantastic to see you here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Birgit is also here, yes. And Ilka and Mary, hello. And I see Ray in the chat as well. This is fantastic stuff. So please do come inside, come deep inside, and join me for some wonderful things, and let us be glad and happy together that we are here, that we made it through another year. Woohoo! Round of applause, everybody. You've made it through another year. Well done. Well done. Absolutely well done. You kept yourself safe and you have arrived here. And I heard something the other day which I thought was just wonderful. And it's just something that I hadn't heard before. I'd love to share that with you. We are very much used to the fact that for us the day begins in the morning when the sun rises. But back in the day, when the ancient ones were celebrating solstice 10,000 years ago, possibly 100,000 years ago, we cannot know this, they did not think of the beginning of the day as being the sunrise, because all the creation myths say that at first there was darkness, and then into the darkness came light, and that's how the world came into being. So for the ancient ones, the day began when the sun went down. And that is where we are here on the longest night that brings forth. That is the beginning. The longest night is the beginning of the new year. I think that's quite wonderful and quite remarkable and soothing, really. And it was changed by the Romans, essentially, who decided that we need to start without that mystical space of creation and just get going when the sun rises. I wonder whether that was when it all went to hell in a handbasket, but I don't think so. There's other things to do with that. So tonight is the longest night, and we're also the furthest away from the sun that we ever get to be on planet Earth. And that means that the loud, energetic disruption of the sun is the most silent it's ever going to be. And that is why it held to be a silent night, a holy night. And I've always really, really loved this about winter solstice. Now, I've also heard some people say that although the old stone monuments show us all the two solstices, summer solstice as well, and various other things, that they were all built for the winter solstice, the holiest festival of the year. So I think that's really wonderful, and I am so pleased that you have decided to come and share a little time together with us tonight. On the most wonderful, holiest time of the year. I hope you like that. There's so much wonderful, mystical things going on. And let me say, welcome. Welcome to the holiest night of the year, to Starry Skies. And Andre, hello, darling. and Mr. William Taylor. Good evening, Sandra. Welcome. Do come inside. And Marina. And I very much like this. Ah, happy solstice to everyone. We are all energies together here. And I love that. That's somebody might wander in, and those people are welcome at our many-colored fire of souls tonight. And we will give them a warming drink of something wonderful. And I'm thinking we might start with that while we're here. Just shape in your hands a vessel, a cup or a glass or some kind of drinking vessel if you like. And if you have a Viking bend, you can shape a horn, because I hear the Vikings like to drink out of horns of mead. And I'd like you to just shape that in your hand and let it unfold. Let it be exactly as you would like that, or you need that to be, for you to have your perfect solstice welcome drink tonight. Have a little sense of the texture, what it feels like. And begin to notice that this object, before we put anything in it, is already tingling in your fingertips. Notice what it might be made of and how that sort of runs up your arm and into your personage. Very nice. I'd love to know as well, when we're done, I'd love to know in the comments what kind of vessel you did get. I have a sort of like a triangular shape vessel. Mine is made of glass. Okay. So now we're going to just simply hold it out and let the starry solstice night pour its blessings into this cup in the form of some kind of light water, light liquid. One thing I know about it is that it sparkles. I wouldn't know what colors you might be, but that's okay. Just let that fill up and notice just how much space is in there for more and more to stream in. It's clearly some kind of a magical device that we are holding here, where space is quite different as we are normally used to. It's not overflowing, it's just filling, possibly becoming more dense, more real, more powerful. Who's to say? Just let that keep filling up more and more. Now you can notice that it now slowly begins to rise and sparkle and expand. Very good. And when it gets near to the top and the foam is about to foam over at the top, just take it in and have a deep drink of it. Oh, that is so nice. That tastes so nice. Isn't it amazing that our minds can do that for us? Isn't that a wonderful thing? We're not using this often enough for all sorts of things. It's still sort of frothing and there's plenty left inside. It might be nearly like a horn of plenty. Or one of those magical vessels from the fairy tales that never, ever, ever empty out. Let's have another drink. Very nice. All right, so now I think we are ready for a toast. And as I have invited us to be here, I'll start and make a toast. I would like us to drink to humanity and love for humanity. Love for humanity. Very nice. If one of you would like to type a toast into the comments that we can do together, please do so. And that would be really, really wonderful. Fresh toast. My energy mind says free love to everyone. Okay, free love to everyone. Cheers. Ah, that was good. Let's see what other wonderful things we get. Ah, Andre suggests we do a toast to the stars. Let's do that. A toast to the stars. May they bless us forever with their beautiful light, and may we be always connected to their blessings. Cheers. Yes. I think we might get married soon enough. Ah, that's lovely. Sandra, a toast that we all may experience in the new year to come. Precious, precious moments, star moments that will heal us, evolve us, surprise us, make us laugh, make us sparkle, and fill us with joy. To precious moments. Ah, ah, thank you for that, Sandra. That's beautiful. Ooh. A toast from Bear. A toast, let us all go forth and create real sparkling magic in this chaotic life. Let's bring in some magic, bring in some joy, bring in some stars, bring in some fun. Creating magic. Yay. Ah, don't forget to take a drink. And if you're starting to feel this is having some kind of effect on you, good. That's exactly what we want at a party. We want to get loose, leave our restrictions behind. We want to have a good time. We want to get in a good frame of mind. Thank you very much for that, dear Bear. Ah, nice. Kim, good evening, Kim, my dear. Kim suggests a toast to human connection. Absolutely. If we can connect with each other, then we are not alone. We are so much more powerful. We can work together and we can achieve miracles. A toast to human connection. Cheers. Every time I do that, I tingle. Hello, Haley. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Haley? Haley would us like to have a toast for happiness. To happiness. A big yes to happiness. Let's say yes to happiness. Very nice. Yes. Mary Rose says, a toast to vibrant health. May you all find your way to vibrant health. A toast to vibrant health. Cheers. Very, very nice. Okay, Haley, that's great. Thank you for that, Mary Rose. Helen says, these are all excellent toasts. They are, aren't they? And I invite you that as you go forth to your various parties and celebrations with family and friends, that you take this idea and really do make some marvelous toasts and wish everybody well. Also at the New Year's celebrations. And if you're not going to any parties or anything like that, then do it for yourself. Do it with your environment as a little thing. And give toasts to those you love, those you care for, the world. It's just really a wonderful thing. And remember to make your drink first that you're going to make the toast with. That is an essential part of this. Helen says, okay, we have one final toast, so we don't get too drunk because we're only 15 minutes into this. All right, let's finish with Helen's toast. Glass at the ready. Notice it's still sparkling up. It's fascinating how that works, isn't it? It's like an endless stream of stars and starlight. Helen's toast. A toast to all the plants, all the animals, all life, and our beautiful, beautiful planet Earth. Cheers. Ah, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, everybody. These were really, really wonderful toasts. I love it so much. Okay, so I have received a mystery package. Shall we have a look what's inside? I was wondering whether I would get it on time, and sort of been sitting on the doorstep waiting for Mr. Postman to come. And interestingly enough, our delivery driver is actually called Jesus. And when we get notifications that parcels are on the way, it says, Jesus will be with you at 12 o'clock. And I've always thought this was quite wonderful. So I welcome that to this celebration of this special time of year tonight in always. So here's my parcel. Here's my gift. Ooh, shall we open it and see what's inside? It's a bit of a giveaway that it's. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm quite excited. What do we have in here? Ooh. Oh, look at that. We have 3 books. 3 books of fairy tales. We have the fairy tale formula, the golden horse, and dragon gold. They're beautiful. I'm so thrilled. Look at that. I got 3 books of fairy tales for Christmas present. Wow. There is small aspects in me that are just unspeakably delighted about that. They've come out really nice. And look, if you turn them together, they all look good together on the shelf with their little logos and their things. Oh man, this is so cool. And in color, I am so amazed. That's just, and I will tell you one thing here, that this is the golden horse, that this now has its proper own illustrations that it should have had all along, but you know, for some reason this wasn't happening. It's just, that's just so, they're so meaningful to me. That is so meaningful to me. Here's the golden horse inside, and they're really nice and colorful, and how I've always wanted my fairy tale book to be, so that there'd be like the picture at the front and then the story starts on the other page, and it's yay. I'm so happy with that. So happy. Oh wow. Oh yes, that's my that's one of my Christmas presents, and I am not ashamed that these are from my aspects that who have worked on this thing for, well, since 2002, and that I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. When people ask me what I really want to be, is I want to be a maker of books. I have wanted to be a maker of books since I was 3 years old. And that has woven itself through my entire incarnation, through my timeline. It's been the thing for me. the thing for me. I somehow ended up being in a position where I had to be a teacher and a leader and a president and all these things. But so in my heart, I am really a maker of books. I love making books. And I look forward to doing that in my retirement with lots and lots of love, and in the hope that what I put inside these books may help somebody along the way. That's always been the desire and the purpose, to entertain them, to make them laugh, to point out something that they might not have known, but most of all, so when they come away from this, that they feel slightly better, that life isn't quite as hard as it was, that, you know. So I am just super, super thrilled. I'm also glad about this, the fairy tale formula. If you know any writers in Hollywood, would you please tell them to go and buy the fairy tale formula, which will tell them how to write a story that is positive, that's exciting, that is going back to the roots of how stories used to be told before the writers lost their way. So if you know any writers in Hollywood, script writers and such, please recommend that book to them, in the hope that we're going to get movies and shows and stories again out there that will inspire us and help us escape from the misery of every day and find some relief in our souls. So, yay! Thank you so much for you know, thank you so much for being there with me for my unboxing. Oh wow, I love it. I'm just really. If you haven't written a book yet, and there are some among you who haven't, but there are also some among you who have, there is literally nothing quite like holding your first book in your hands. It's quite an extraordinary moment. It's not like holding your first baby in your arms, quite different. But it is something quite extraordinary. And I really do recommend for more people to write about their experiences, to write about that which they love, because I believe that adds a strand of energy into the world that the world just needs right now. They need people who are positive and loving and hopeful and supportive. They do. So if you, whoever you may be, have been sitting and wondering about writing a book, I encourage you. And tonight, on this solstice night, I will send you the blessings to go ahead and write your book. It always has the chance to help another person, but it also does something quite remarkable to you as well. It's a real privilege to be a creator of books, and I know this. I feel this. It's a huge privilege. Huh. All right. So, guys, what would you like from Father Christmas this year? Now, think of Father Christmas as an energy being, and not a hard being, but an energy being. And it's an energy being who can go and fly up in the skies in the energy dimensions, and it can give a gift of energy to all the children in the world in one single night. Because in the energy dimensions, there is no time, no space. It's a fascinating thought and a fascinating idea. And in that context, what I would like you to do tonight here with us in our magic circle I'd like you to think of a gift that you would ask from Father Christmas for you. And I'm not going to ask you to put it in the comments because this is really, really personal. A gift for you. Imagine you were writing your letter, Dear Father Christmas. Please could I have this year? Thank you very much. With lots of love from Silvia. Well, your own name, of course. Allow the very first thing that comes to your mind. I wrote a story a long time ago called The Wishing Elf, and when a person was asked this question, what jumped into their mind was a ball, a red ball with white spots. And they were distraught because they thought, I should be wishing for something more meaningful, something more magical or impactful. But that red ball with the white spots, that's just an energy thing, an energy container. And that ball was needed somewhere in that person's energy system to make them happier. So please don't reject what the first thing is that springs to your mind when I ask that question. Whatever it may be, just ask Father Christmas for that gift. It's a lovely exercise in also this, we grow up, we get so bitter and twisted, and we get people who have betrayed us and done bad things to us, and well, we get soured on so many things, and we get sarcastic and downtrodden and all these things. And so once in a while to return to this really innocent state of just saying, yeah, there's a friendly magical being out there who fulfills his wishes, not just for children of the world, because I believe all human beings are children. They're not grown up. We're working on that, but we're not there yet. And to actually go, yeah, this is what I would like. And to create that, just asking for it, innocently, is really a nice energy movement to connect ourselves with. And you never know. So on the night of Christmas, perhaps, or it's Father Christmas, isn't it? The night of Christmas or any night coming up to the new year, you might have a dream of something, or by pure coincidence or accident, something will come along that is connected to that wish. And that would be a wonderful thing, wouldn't it? Ah. Starry Skies says, congratulations on my books. Thank you so much, Starry Skies. Thank you so much. And yeah, I am super pleased, super happy person. Messages, Marnie. Good evening, Marnie. Messages with Marnie says, my Christmas wish is for all to receive an energy package that contains a deeper knowledge of who they truly are. Oh, Marnie, you've given me the perfect segue into the next part of my solstice celebration. Perfect segue. The deeper knowledge of who they truly are. Well, that is right on the money for Star Matrix. That is how you get the deeper knowledge of who you really are. It's by looking into your star memories, of course. You all know that. Many of you have experienced that and know that this is absolutely right. And among the many things that I did last year was the very first ever Starline Pro course. And that was quite remarkable and quite wonderful. It's really quite beautiful. Star Matrix is my legacy project. I call it that. It's if I want to be remembered for anything, and if I, going to spend time promoting something, time and energy and effort, as I get older, it is Star Matrix. Star Matrix is the way, completely and 100% my favorite thing. It is absolutely my favorite thing, and at the same time, it is such a portal opener to completely different way of life healing, of time healing, of trauma healing, of future planning, of so many things. One of the things that I thought of the other day was Star Matrix relationship counseling. Now that would really work if a couple really does want to stay together and they're going to relationship counseling. With Star Matrix, they're going to reconnect the love, and it is just obviously a really so much better way of dealing with problems and traumas and all sorts of things. Star Matrix just awesome. Sorry that I'm going on a rant here, but it just is. And it so happens that about, I think, a couple of weeks ago, I put down star memory number 999 into my book of stars. My dear little book of stars. My book of stars that I had ever since it was called Project 11. And I've got 999 star memories in there. And I thought, what I'll do is on the solstice night, I'm going to ask my dear energy mind for star memory number 1000. And why am I wanting to do this publicly? I don't know about you, but when I first started with Star Matrix, I had no idea how many good memories I would find. I thought perhaps 100 good memories in my lifetime. That would be amazing. Really good star memories, really amazing memories. And, well, got past 100. And there comes a point where you begin to realize that there was so much more in the way of wow moments, of star moments of love, of laughter, of eureka, of wow, than we have any idea of. This is not just me. It's not just me. It's not just me who's walked a blessed path strewn with stars. Slowly, the reality of just how blessed every one of us has been is beginning to emerge and unfold. And the fact that I have found now 1,000 star memories over the 3 years we've been doing this, started in November 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23. Well, call it 4 years at the most. It's I haven't been sitting there and being completely focused on star memories. I've been sort of living my life. Yes, I'm closer to dealing with this because I also do the star labs and the master classes. And so, I have more of a chance. But whoever you are, I don't care who you are, what your life has been like, you too have many, many more star memories than you have at all realized or been allowed to realize. because our attention is constantly detracted away from that and focused on the next thing that's wrong, the next thing that's bad, the next thing that's evil, the next insult. It's shocking. It really is shocking. But yeah, so I would like to ask your help, if you would, to find my 1,000-star memory. And now, so I'm all nervous and reversed and stressed. Oh, what if it isn't a good star memory? How can a star memory not be a good star memory? What if it's inappropriate and I can't say it on YouTube? What if nothing comes to me and I just sit here and make a fool of myself on the internet? All these things and all those other things. So I'd like you to help me with that right now as I ask my dear energy mind. So I'm going to assume the heart position. You can do that too and send me some good wishes through the ether. Time and space are they're unimportant here. They don't exist at the energy levels. Send me some support as I ask my dear energy mind, please give me star memory number 1000 on this solstice night. Oh, thank you, dear energy mind. Would you like to hear what it was? Okay, so there once was an aspect, possibly about 34 years old, and this is New Year's Eve. And there are 2-party invitations for New Year's Eve. But somehow Silvia's not feeling it, and she can't be doing with the noise and the drinking and the crackers and all that, and the shouting and the music. And she's not feeling it. So it's about 11 o'clock at night on New Year's Eve, and she gets a phone call from a friend. And the friend says, I'm not feeling it tonight, I'm not going anywhere. And Silvia says, me neither. Do you want to come over to my house? Drink a bottle of wine. And the friend says, yay! Woohoo! Yes, please. That sounds awesome. So the friend arrived, and it was absolutely wonderful. Lovely conversation was had. It was real joy, just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So about the fireworks all went off and the bells are ringing, 12 o'clock, and we're just sort of sitting there and talking, getting into it, having our glass of wine, lighting a new candle. And so about 3 a.m. we decided to go for a walk to clear our head. And so we opened the door and we stepped outside, and I have never before or never since seen my street like that. During that time, between the friend arriving and this 3 a.m. in the morning, there was some kind of atmospheric thing that caused ice crystals, big ice crystals, to form on every surface. On the road, on every wall, every car, every house, every bush, everything was covered in these ice crystals, and they were sparkling like crazy under the lamp lights and the Christmas decoration lights in the street, of which there were many. It was absolutely magical, like opening a portal to this winter wonderland. And that's the most, wow, romantic, amazing moment. That was just so, so precious. Oh, thank you so much for allowing me to share that with you tonight. What a beautiful, beautiful memory. Sometimes the stars just align, everything clicks into the right order and sequence, and life can be just so magical, so wonderful, so beautiful. And we should never give up hope. Ah, my 1,000 star memory. That's really, really wonderful. How do we celebrate this? Let's celebrate this with some. I tell you what, let's make a champagne cocktail. Different vessel, different glass, inspired by my 1,000th star memory. Let's make a champagne cocktail. Let's fill that first of all with sparkling champagne energy. So it's really alive and bubbling in this gorgeous greeny blue, bright color, bright water color in it. That'd be really nice. And we're going to add that magic, that my magic star night with the ice crystals and the Christmas lights and the friend and the 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody else is already asleep, the silent streets, and all of that, plus a little bit of love, a little bit of friendship, a little bit of getting together with people that you love, and a little bit of starlight. I really would like to thank you so much for having been here with me tonight for my 1,000 star memory. May you be blessed always with the most wonderful things, truly. May we be friends forever. May we help each other. May we find a way to actually delight one another so much more often. With all my love to you, cheers to you, thank you to you, with all my heart. Ah, so happy that you're here with me, guys. Oh, thank you so much. Couldn't do anything without you. Couldn't do anything without you. And I am truly, truly grateful. Truly, truly grateful that you have followed my adventures and have taken part in them and been a part of. These are adventures. We are at the cutting edge, at the forefront of a new way of looking at the world, a different way of looking at the world, a different way of thinking about ourselves, other people, the world in context. One that is more loving and more beneficial to our physical health, to our mental health, to our emotional health. And I do believe that we need systems that are just more humane, that are more loving, more caring, because they just work so much better with human beings. Human beings like them so much better. We all work hard and do the best we can in these incarnations for ourselves, for our friends, for our families. We deserve a little better treatment from everyone. Oh, Helen, that's really sweet. Thank you. All right, guys. So, yes, I would now love, really, I would love that we would be in the same room together and we would be able to just chat amongst ourselves. And if we were, you could hear the conversations getting louder and laughter from the corners of the room as people are getting into the spirit of things. And as lovely as it is to be broadcasting to all over the world, and I know there's people here from all sorts of wonderful places, and I love that. I do miss that personal connection that arises when people are physically in the same place at the same time as well. That was one of the what we do in Star Matrix when the star client has been sent an important memory. We ask them what's the message. And for my star memory, what is the message? The main message is that the mundane can become extraordinary, magical. Just like that. But the other message is that would it have been the same if I'd gone outside at 3 a.m. without my friend? And it wasn't the both of us who had seen and experienced that together. That's the question. Would that even have happened if we hadn't been in this wonderful couple bubble, this star bubble together, really getting into rapport? No mobile phones getting in the way, no pings, no chimes, no rings, no dings, no dongs. Just being able to focus on each other and talk and laugh from one thing to another. I think that the modern world has done itself an enormous disservice by disrupting these deep sessions of rapport between people, between one and the other. I really do feel that something very magical was lost there, and I hope that people will come to their senses in future and take a little more control of this technological thing to create safe spaces where human beings can interact with each other in a way that is truly beneficial and healthy for, well, the physical wellness, physical wellness, mental wellness, and emotional health, wellness, as we always say. Oh, Sandra. Sandra said that. Here we go. Sandra said, it happened today that the ordinary became the extraordinary. Yeah, it does happen. And see, I think that by studying star memories, we get to understand more how they work. The idea is not to rest on past glories, but to plan a path to have more star events in the future. Because when we have more star events, well, things are just better, aren't they? Happier. Easier. Heavy weights are not so heavy when you are happier. When you're happier, you're stronger. So, yeah, that's something. Ah. All right, my friends, we are nearing the end of our solstice celebration. It's been a crazy old year, 2023. A lot of things have happened, a lot of things have developed, and a lot of things have been learned in one way or the other. As Star Matrix people, we of course should be looking across the past year and paying particular attention to the star events. what they were, where they came from, how and when we had them, because these are the closest evidence to us right here and right now. And those can help us figure out what it is that we should be doing next, how we should move forward in our lives. Because I think to know that, to have an understanding of where you're going and why, is just super important for human beings. It's super important. It's super important to everyone. So my plans for next year, well, we are having a worldwide recession, which has started a while ago, but nobody talked about it. But it is absolutely there. A lot of people are having severe financial problems again. And I say again because this has happened before. Last time that happened was in 2008. And the last time this happened, my aspect responded with creating an anti-stress program for business owners, for entrepreneurs, for people who are stressed about money, called the 60-second Wealth Creators. That was an absolutely epic task to have done, and I celebrate the aspect highly for having done that. Back in the day, a lot of people said that it really helped them get through a very stressful time that they were in. And so I have spent many hours preparing the second edition of the 60s. I'd like to, in some format, make them, as always, available for free, because the people who need them the most have the least money. So obviously, I need to find a new format to do that in. Perhaps I'm going to make some little videos about the 60s and post them on the channel so that people can just come and do them before they go to work and find their favorite 60. That might be a nice thing to do. But I think that'll be helpful to everyone concerned out there. The other thing that I would like to do is, last year I did 8 masterclasses on a lovely variety of topics. And thank you so much if you were one of my star people on the masterclasses. And what I've learned from that is that I don't really want to do a masterclass format where I tell people what to do. What I want to do is the lab format, laboratory format, where we get together, we have a topic, and we explore this together. And so I've decided that this year, instead of masterclasses, I'm going to do Star Labs. And I love that title. It's going to be definitely Star Matrix based. And we're going to look at a variety of problems from the Star Matrix perspective in order to solve them in a new, different, and delightful way. And that should be really rather interesting. I'm thinking definitely that relationships counseling thing, that needs a Star Lab. That needs a Star Lab, to be sure. If you have any suggestions for a Star Lab, a particular problem or something that obviously can't be helped with psychology or pills, put that forward, please, and perhaps that can become a topic for one of my Star Labs. And I look forward to seeing some among you on the Star Labs journey for the research that will take us to the next level. And I love that. Love that very much. All right. And so, yes, I think I've covered everything, and I want to thank you again for being here with me, for unboxing my Christmas present for the magical child within. 2 books of fairy tales and one that teaches you how to write your own fairy tales. I tell you what, when I was when I was a little aspect, I'm going to look for a screenshot here. When I was a little aspect, that would have been the best Christmas present ever. That would have been the best Christmas present ever. So I am passing that energy over to a 6 or 7 year old aspect who loved to read fairy tales, and to give her that gift of, yeah, you can read the fairy tales, but you can also create your own. And perhaps I did, and that's why I did and why we're here today. Love those quantum entanglements. They're just quite wonderful. My 1,000-star memory. Beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for sending me energy to help me do that and remember that so beautifully. And thank you for listening. It's a wonderful thing to tell a star story and have loved ones listen to you. Thank you so much for that. It's been wonderful. Thank you for all the wonderful things you have done this year. Thank you for those of you who've been trainers. Thank you for your comments, for your likes, for your attention, for your presence and your being. There would be nothing without you. And please know that I am sincerely, sincerely grateful. And I see and I notice every comment, every like. And I appreciate it deeply and profoundly. And so with that, I would like to bless you all, and each one of you individually in your own special way, with a wonderful remainder of the longest night. If you can find the space, please do a meditation of your own, an exploration of your own, a connection of your own with that fabulous energy and that sense of the ancients that the day does not start with the sunrise. It starts with the night. Because at first there was the night, and then the starlight began to shine, and then there was the light. And that really changes the way we think and feel about days and nights. And perhaps this reversal is a healthy one. But we can think on this and try it out and find our own way in this beautiful universe. So I'm going to thank you. I'm going to send you the very best of season's greetings. Have a fantastic holiday. Have a fantastic Christmas. Have an amazing New Year's celebration. And I am so looking forward to seeing you again soon. Lots and lots of love. Bless you. And good night, holy night to you. See you next year. Bye for now.